12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos by B Peterson. What do lobsters have to do with having a more productive and successful life? B Peterson explains in Rule 1, stand up straight with your shoulders back. I was never much good at football. I remember being in PE class at primary school. Every week the teacher would pick out 2 kids to be captains. The captains would take turns to choose members from the rest of the class to join the team. I used to hate it because I was always one of the last kids to be chosen. It felt lousy. Why did it feel so bad? It turns out that part of my brain is hypersensitive to my rank in the dominance hierarchy. Being picked last was seen by my brain as a low rank. B Peterson's first rule for life is all about your pecking order in the dominance hierarchy. Rabbits love carrots, but there's a limited amount of food and territory and other resources to go around. They establish hierarchies as a way of living together, as a way of minimizing conflict and the need to fight it out to the death. Those at the top get first dibs on the best stuff. Almost all animals use hierarchies as a way of distributing limited resources. The humble lobster is no exception. Male lobsters have to compete with each other for food, the safest rocks to hide under, and the hottest female lobsters. Scientists have found that after 2 lobsters have battled it out, the winning lobster gets a rush of the brain chemical known as serotonin. This affects the lobster's posture, making him more confident looking and inclined to strut his stuff along the ocean floor. Studies have shown that lobsters who won their last fight, irrespective of their actual size and strength, are much more likely to win their next fight. But the reverse is true for the lobster who lost. He experiences a drop in brain serotonin levels. This makes him scrunch up his body. He looks timid and is ready to run. If he gets into another fight, he's statistically more likely to lose than a lobster with higher serotonin levels. Lobsters have been around for about 350 million years, but the ancient circuits for this behavior and the neurochemistry in their primitive brain is basically the same as in humans. There's a very old part of your brain which monitors your position in the dominance hierarchy based on how others treat you. When your brain gives you a high rank in the dominance hierarchy, more serotonin is released. This makes you feel more confident, relaxed and happy. It makes you healthier and less prone to disease. But if your brain gives you a low rank in the hierarchy, the decrease in serotonin means that you feel more shy, anxious and sad. You feel the stress response. Your body is on the lookout for threats and continually ready for fight or flight. You become more impulsive and careless, inclined to take more risks. You're in danger of addiction to alcohol or drugs from the short-term pleasure that these substances can offer. This wears down your body and mind and can eventually lead to mental illnesses such as depression or anxiety. Life at the bottom of the hierarchy is awful and unsafe. It's difficult to get out. Negative feedback loops can drag you there and keep you there. You might have experienced a feedback loop at a concert. The sound comes out of the speakers and is picked up by the microphone, which then feeds the noise back into the speakers, and so on, until the noise becomes deafeningly loud. It's the same with lobsters. They lose a fight, the brain perceives a lower hierarchy ranking, and secretes less serotonin. The lobster feels timid and anxious, and so loses the next fight, and the next, and the feedback loop from hell is established. It's exactly the same for humans too. Those who lose continue to lose as they fall victim to the same negative feedback loop. That's why the richest 1% of the population have 80% of all the wealth. This concept can also be found in the Bible. It's known as the Matthew effect, from the parable of the talents in the Gospel of St. Matthew. To those with everything, more will be given. From those with nothing, everything will be taken. What should we do in the face of such a bleak prospect? Well, there's good news. You can break the downward cycle. Feedback loops can also be positive. Researchers have found that simply by acting out positive emotions, you can improve your mood. For example, if you force yourself to smile, you will automatically feel a little bit happier. If you force yourself to stand up straight with your shoulders back, you can improve your mood. It can improve how other people see you. Your brain will give you a higher dominance ranking as a result. But it's not just about your physical posture. Jordan Peterson's Rule 1 is also metaphorical. There really are bullies out there ready to slap you down. Disability and chronic disease are continual threats to existence. There are truly malevolent individuals in the world out to do nothing but harm. And death is the fate which awaits us all at the end of it. Peterson urges you to stand up straight and face the tragedy of mortal existence. Stand up and strive for what you want, for what you believe in. Don't avoid conflict when it's necessary. Meet life head on. You must step up to the plate and take your place in the dominance hierarchy. Concentrate on your posture. Say what you think. Walk tall and dare to be dangerous. Let the serotonin flow. People will start to see you as confident. You'll be more relaxed, more impressive, stronger. Stand up straight with your shoulders back.